Tonight, we'll spend a peaceful night in the ancient Maya world. So find a comfortable position, relax, and let the sounds of the jungle and the stars carry you away. Now, let's begin. Tonight, you are a Maya astronomer. The day is slowly coming to an end as you climb the ancient stone steps of a massive stone temple rising high above the dense jungle canopy. Each step is worn smooth by centuries of footsteps before you, as if the stone itself remembers everyone who has ever walked this path. The air is warm and still, carrying the scent of earth, leaves, and distant smoke from cooking fires below. A gentle breeze drifts across the city beneath you, moving through narrow streets and open courtyards, slowly cooling the world after the heat of the day. The sounds of daily life are beginning to fade. Merchants carefully pack away their goods, folding cloth and stacking baskets as the marketplace grows quiet. Families gather for their evening meals, sitting together in soft candlelight, speaking in calm, low voices. Children return home, their footsteps echoing faintly between stone walls as the golden light of sunset spreads across the buildings like a final blessing of the day. You continue your climb without hurry. Each step brings you higher above the city, closer to the sky you have studied for so many years. You can already feel the change in the air as the temple rises above the warmth of the streets below. You reach the top of the temple and pause for a moment. From here, the world opens completely in front of you. You can see far beyond the city walls, far beyond the last rooftops and towers. An endless sea of green jungle stretches to the horizon, rolling softly like waves frozen in time. Trees sway gently in the evening wind, their tops catching the last light of the sun before it disappears. The sky above them begins to shift from gold to deep orange, slowly darkening as night prepares to arrive. For a moment, everything is still. The city below grows quieter with every passing breath. Even the wind feels slower up here, as if the entire world is holding its breath before night begins. You stand at the edge of the stone platform, alone with the sky, the jungle, and the fading light of the day. The tops of the trees sway softly in the evening wind. Above them, the sky glows orange and gold. You take a deep breath and settle into your usual place. A woven mat rests upon the stone platform. Beside it are a few simple tools and several carefully preserved records created by astronomers who came before you. Tonight will be peaceful. There is no urgency, no danger, only the sky, only the slow, steady rhythm of a world preparing for night. You settle into your place at the top of the temple, letting your body relax against the cool stone beneath you. It still holds the warmth of the day, slowly releasing it into the cooling air. As the sun slowly disappears beyond the horizon, the light changes in front of your eyes. Gold turns into deep orange. Orange fades into soft red. And then, gradually, everything begins to dim, as if the world is being gently covered by a dark, quiet veil. Shadows spread across the land. They move slowly at first, stretching over rooftops, over fields, over the winding paths that connect the city to the jungle beyond. The stone structures below begin to lose their sharp edges, becoming softer, quieter shapes in the fading light. The heat of the day begins to soften. The air that once felt heavy and still now becomes lighter, cooler, easier to breathe. A calm replaces the intensity of the afternoon sun, and the world seems to exhale. Birds call to one another before settling into the trees for the night. Their voices echo briefly across the jungle canopy, then fade one by one as they find their places among the branches. The sounds grow fewer, more distant, until only occasional calls remain, scattered across the darkening forest. The city grows quieter with every passing minute. Voices become whispers. Movement slows. Doors close gently. Fires are lit in small clusters, glowing like tiny stars scattered across the ground far below. And you sit comfortably, still and steady, watching as the last light fades from the world. Not in a rush, not waiting for anything, just observing the quiet transition between day and night as it unfolds above the jungle, one slow breath at a time. Soon, the first stars begin to appear. At first, there are only one or two, tiny points of light shining in the deepening blue sky. Then more arrive, and more. The heavens slowly awaken. You have witnessed this countless times, yet it never loses its beauty. Every night feels slightly different. Every night has its own rhythm. The stone beneath you still holds some of the warmth gathered during the day. You rest your hands upon it and listen. Far below, a dog barks briefly. Somewhere in the jungle, insects begin their nightly chorus. The sounds blend together into a calm and steady background, the perfect companion for a quiet evening. As darkness settles fully across the landscape, the stars become brighter. Without any artificial lights, the sky appears vast, beyond imagination. Thousands upon thousands of stars fill the darkness. Some seem close enough to touch. Others appear as faint glimmers far away. You spend the next hour simply observing. There is no rush. The stars move slowly. The universe is patient. You are patient too. A cool breeze passes over the temple. The scent of damp earth and jungle plants drifts upward from below. The city now sleeps peacefully. Only a few distant fires remain visible. Small golden lights surrounded by darkness. You open one of the old records. Its pages contain observations made many years ago. You imagine the astronomer who sat here before you. Perhaps he listened to the same insects. Perhaps he watched the same stars. Perhaps he felt the same sense of wonder. The thought makes you smile. Though generations pass, the night sky remains familiar. Above you, a bright star-like object rises. Venus. Its light is steady and beautiful. You watch it climb slowly higher. There is something comforting about its predictable journey. Night after night, year after year, always returning. The hours pass gently. You continue watching the heavens. Occasionally, you make a small note. Most of the time, you simply sit quietly. The jungle breathes around you. The stars drift overhead. The temple stands silent beneath the night sky. Midnight arrives. The air is cooler now. You wrap a light cloth around your shoulders and continue your observations. The Milky Way stretches above the world like a glowing river. Its countless stars create a soft band of light across the darkness. You lean back slightly and admire the view. For a moment, there is nothing else to think about. No responsibilities, no worries, only the peaceful movement of the heavens. The night continues. Hours slip by unnoticed. You hear the occasional rustle of leaves. A distant owl calls from somewhere in the jungle. The wind moves softly through the trees. Everything feels calm. Everything feels still. Eventually, the darkest part of the night begins to pass. The eastern horizon grows slightly lighter. The stars remain visible, but their brilliance slowly fades. One by one, they disappear into the approaching dawn. You gather your notes and carefully place them beside the older records. Another peaceful night has been observed. Another quiet chapter has been added to a tradition stretching back through generations. The first birds begin singing. The jungle awakens. A faint golden glow appears above the trees. Morning is coming. You stand and take one final look at the sky. Venus fades into the growing light. Its steady glow, so clear only moments ago, begins to lose its strength as the horizon brightens. It lingers for a few breaths longer, as if reluctant to leave the night behind, before finally dissolving into the soft colors of dawn. The stars vanish. One by one, they disappear into the pale sky, their light overwhelmed by the returning sun. What once felt endless and full slowly empties until only the faintest traces of night remain. A new day begins. The world shifts quietly, but completely. Darkness gives way to light, and the jungle below starts to reveal its shapes again. Trees, paths, rooftops, and stone walls returning from shadow into form. Slowly, you descend the temple steps. Each step feels now worn smooth by time and countless others who have made the same journey. The cool stone beneath your feet contrasts with the growing warmth of the morning air. The city is waking. At first, only small movements, then more. Doors open, voices return. Life spreads gradually through the streets like water filling a carved channel. Smoke rises from cooking fires. Thin trails of gray drift upward between buildings, carrying the scent of morning meals and fresh beginnings. The air feels different now, busier, fuller, alive. People begin their daily routines. Merchants prepare their stalls once again. Farmers head toward the fields. Children move through the streets, their voices echoing softly between stone walls. Behind you, the temple remains peaceful and silent, still watching, still unchanged, waiting patiently for another evening, waiting for another quiet night beneath the stars.